When you're buying a house and there are sudden changes in the market or interest rates, it may seem like a really good time to pause and wait things out. But what if instead it's the exact time to take action, but in a different way? Here's 3 strategies that you can be using as a buyer right now in today's market. When buying a house, it all comes down to supply and demand. The less supply and the more demand, the higher prices are and the more competitive it is. We've seen some of the most competitive markets of our history in just the last 2 years. And as that starts to cool a little bit, a lot of people are freezing and not quite sure what to do. But with the right strategy, I would argue this is the absolute best time to take action because supply is creeping up and demand is dropping because a lot of people are sitting on the sidelines. One of the first things you can do is you can expand your search criteria. If you can be flexible on some of your search criteria, it's going to give you a lot more options to consider. So really think about what you're willing to be flexible on. Is it lot size? Do you have to have the pool? Are you willing to commute 10 or 15 minutes further to expand your area search? Is square footage maybe not quite as important as you thought? Find out what you can be flexible on, and then it's going to help you drill down on what your absolute non-negotiables are. Those are the things that you will not sacrifice no matter what. But as you really start to think about it, a lot of people's initial non-negotiable list has some flexibility to it. The second strategy is to look at different financing options. And right now, as things are changing, there's a lot of really good things out there that you can take advantage of as a buyer in today's market. One really popular option that you've probably heard a lot about is the 2-1 buy down. I'm not going to dive too deep into it, but a quick overview is essentially the seller offers you a credit towards closing and you use that money to buy down your rate for the first and second year of your mortgage. The second thing you can look at are discount points, and that's where you or the seller provide a credit and you can purchase a cheaper interest rate. Now, this is going to last for the life of the loan, so you got to talk with your lender about which option's best for you. And the third thing, another great lending option, is to get in the house and then consider a refinance down the road. Think of it this way. You want to marry the house and date the interest rate. So if the interest rate's the only thing holding you back and you can afford the monthly payment, a refi is going to be your friend down the road. The third strategy you can employ is to get creative about where your money's coming from. You can find grants, down payment assistance programs, or even get gift funds from friends and family. A really popular program that just came out in Florida is our Florida Hometown Heroes program, which is an up to $25,000 grant if you qualify with certain occupations as a first-time buyer. You can also look at the loan programs of VA for veterans, FHA for first-time buyers, which don't require you to have quite as much money down. And you can also, hit up grandma or maybe that uncle who's got money to spare and see if they're willing to give you some gift funds towards your house. The key here is that you can get creative, you can take advantage of this market right now and get into the house of your dreams. With interest rates higher than we've seen in most of our adult lives, it's important to be informed. I'm going to break down exactly how discount points work. So remember, they're not a swear word, they're your friend. I'm Lindsey Johnson, your resource for all things real estate. See you next time.